NBL Canada post-game, game number 1 here at Scotiabank Centre. The London Lightning captured lightning in a bottle in game number 1, defeating the Halifax Hurricanes. Vince Williams and Audley Stephenson here at Scotiabank. Audley, it was a convincing win from wire to wire for the London Lightning. They just came out and they looked like they wanted it just a little bit more than the Halifax Hurricanes.
You know, coming into this game, considering the kind of rest that the Halifax Hurricanes had, and you know, the London Lightning as well, they were off for about a week or so, but we're talking about 2 weeks since the last time that the Halifax Hurricanes played, you know, any kind of competitive ball against other than themselves. So that question always, that whole rust versus rest thing, and it seemed that the London Lightning were looking to make their stamp early and really capitalize on the game. You saw them kind of take control early going. The momentum was sort of moving in their favor, and they just capitalized and continued through the rest of the game.
Well, Coach Kyle Julius talked about that, and we're going to go rate the Coach Kyle Julius in his post-game remarks.
You know, I think you got to be realistic, call a spade a spade. They've been off for a while, you know, so I think they missed some shots that they normally make. But again, I'm watching us get after it. We got after it. We're small, you know, we're fast. They seem to be running what they were running before, not too much new stuff, so we kind of prepared, you know, watch a lot of film, and do the best you can that way. I just saw a group of guys just play real hard. I told people in the last series, I don't even look at the score of the series, you know, when we were playing Windsor. Every game is a new challenge. Every team is a new challenge. I think we're prepared to play hard. It doesn't mean you're going to win. We have a game plan that we're trying to execute. We were pretty close. 3 of the 4 things that we wanted to do tonight, we checked off, so hopefully we can be better tomorrow, because I know they'll be better.
Yeah, with that check-off list that you mentioned there, now game number 2, how many of those boxes need to be checked off?
All of them. All of them. This is a championship series, right? The little things you need to check off the boxes that you set out. Hopefully your game plan is right, and then you need to get the buy-in, and all guys check in all 4 boxes for us. We got 4 that we're going after, so hopefully we can do that tomorrow, because they'll be better. I think it shows that we're on track. I think it shows that we've got an okay feel for them. You know, we lost to Windsor that first game, and we went back and beat them. So this is part of a long series. It doesn't mean anything. In fact, I'm sure we probably woke a bit of a sleeping giant over there. So we're going to have to be even better tomorrow.
Talk about toughness. The London Lightning came into this game wanting to prove to themselves that they were ready for this game. They came in looking for the split. The toughness was the difference down the stretch. The Hurricanes had a little bit of a fight back, but that wasn't good enough down the stretch.
Well, you're expecting a run in the fourth quarter, which we certainly got from the Halifax Hurricanes. But as we heard Kyle sort of talk about, you know, grit and being tough and really fighting, and considering the fact that they are smaller, they are going to have to fight, and they are going to have to work for everything that they create, and especially on the offensive end. We saw Akeem Wright. He was big. He made quality shots, some tough shots. And what I liked about what Akeem Wright did tonight is that he put pressure on the opposing bigs. You knew he had to come back and defend. He had to defend on the other end. So he said to them, I'm going to make you have to guard me.
And let's go into a little bit in depth about what Akeem Wright had to say after the game.
Well, I mean, our mindset was always to come in here and get 2. You know, we got 2 games here. We got this one today, and we knew getting the first one was important. But, you know, we've been good on the road all playoffs. You know, Windsor, we got 2. We closed out there. You know, Orangeville, we closed them out at their home court. I think the last 3 games, like, we just been clicking on all cylinders, defensively, offensively, and it showed. You know, I know they were a little rusty. You know, they swept their series, and we was just coming off ours, so we was still in our rhythm. We had the momentum going. Guys was knocking down shots, and, you know, we was just picking up each other, and everybody's excited just to be in the finals. I just was, you know, Coach always wants me to come out and be aggressive, and I pick my spots when I can do it within the offense, and I just got into a good rhythm offensively in the first quarter, and it kind of continued to go throughout. But the third quarter, you know, I missed some shots, and, you know, other guys started to pick up. And, like, when we got a good team like this and other guys, you know, we got 8, 9 guys that average double figures, and that's not a fluke. You know, that's for a reason, because guys can go off at any given moment. And, you know, they picked up for my slack when I wasn't scoring in the third quarter. And late in the fourth, you know, I got a couple mismatches with the bigs on me, and I was able to attack to kind of spread the lead, and we was able to hold on. So, you know, we got to be a lot more sharper defensively, and offensively just continue to do what we were doing today, move the ball, trust the pass, trust one another that, you know, we're all good players and we're all going to make shots, and just follow Coach's game plan. You know, he set out a strict game plan for us, and so far we've been following it to a T, but we just got to be a little bit more sharper on the defensive end.
I like the way we played because we was tough, and it was 12 guys out there, right? We used everybody, just bodies flying, you know, running fast, and when some of our guys got tired, we pulled our jerseys. say, hey, send the next guy in. So we know that, I always tell the guys that 60% Akeem is not better than the next guy on the bench that's 100%. No way possible. So you get tired, come out. And that's what we've been doing. And that's part of trusting each other, right? It feels great taking one here, but not satisfied. You know, not satisfied. And the main thing right now is to make sure we don't put our guards down and be like, oh, we're cool, have that lackadaisical thing. You know, just try to get another hit, you know. See can we can get another one. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be tough. And we know they're going to come out firing.
Akeem Wright with a devastating offensive game, but it wasn't just one Akeem. It was also Akeem Scott. Akeem Scott was key down the stretch, in particular in the fourth quarter, with some timely turnovers and putbacks.
Well, Akeem Scott, and I talked during the broadcast, I talked about his ability to put pressure on opposing guards off the rebound. He's gone, and he does that consistently. And when you know that the opponent is coming at you the way Akeem does, you know, that's got you on your heels, and you don't really, and now you're in reaction mode as opposed to planning and strategizing, you know, what you want to do. So Akeem's great for doing that, and as you heard him, you know, we talked to him afterwards as well, and he just really put gave a lot of credit to his teammates, obviously, and talked about what they wanted to do coming into tonight game one.
So game one in the books, but the Halifax Hurricanes on the other side had a few weeks off, 2 weeks in particular, to get prepared for this game. Coach Hugo Lopez made no excuses for that time off and talked about the effort of his team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was interesting talking to Hugo. Some of the, you know, he just didn't have the answer in terms of, you know, why was this or why was that. But the reality is your team lost game one. And I think a bigger point to this is the fact that this undefeated streak the Halifax Hurricanes have had throughout the postseason is now over. Right, so that's a thing of the past. We're now playing catch-up mode. We have to get game two because you don't want to go back to London for the 3 games down 0-2.
And we had the opportunity to catch up with Coach Lopez after the game and get his post-game remarks.
I mean, it's just game one, you know, but they came out the gate really hard. They play with a lot of intensity. We never find the momentum. We never found the rhythm. I don't want to say any excuse, you know, but we've been waiting too long, you know, and we never found, you know, the rhythm to compete. But I mean, hopefully, you know, in the series we find it and we can compete better than we did tonight. I mean, they're a great team, you know. We respect them a lot. I mean, we just got to think about game two. We cannot go farther than game two, and that's it. You know, we'll see what happens tomorrow, but definitely they deserve to win this game. I mean, like I told you, you know, we just got to bring more intensity to the game, find better looks. They play really tough defense. And that's it. You know, we just got to, I mean, we never received 115 points pretty much in the whole year. And today was the first night, you know. We were successful, keep everybody under 90 points in our division. So this 25 points difference make the difference. I don't think we played well tonight. That's it. You know, we missed foul shots, we missed open looks. I think they did hit shots in important moments. So I mean, it was, I think, third quarter, the game was tight, and they just came out of a timeout. They hit a 3, we missed a layup, and they hit an on 1. So it was those momentums that we never. I mean, we just coming from behind, but we never got the lead. You know, like 2-4 points. So they took advantage of it, and they deserve to win.
Strong effort by both Akeems for the London Lightning. They were able to capture that lightning in a bottle, win game number 1, and have a split at the very least going back to London after game number 2. So it should be an exciting night tomorrow night here at Scotiabank for that second game.
Well, again, the London Lightning wanted to make a statement coming into game 1, and they did exactly that. They've definitely now got the attention of the Halifax Hurricanes. Not to say that the Hurricanes did not respect them. You heard Hugo talk about how much respect they have for this team, but really now that this is going to be a series, and you run roughshod over everyone that you face up until now. This is the NBL Canada Finals. We are contenders, and we want this title just as bad as you do, and we saw it in game 1.
So there you have it, folks. Vince Williams, Audley Stephenson here at the Scotiabank Center for the 2016 NBL Canada Championship Finals. The London Lightning captured game 1, and we'll be here back for game 2. Bye.